Welcome everybody to the Mayhem Racing Karting channel. We're starting the season off for 2022 down at Charlotte Motor Speedway down in Concord, North Carolina. First race of the season for us. Here you can see we are gridded up for the main event. Top 40 karts from the weekend made it into the main. We ended up qualifying for this event in the 39th spot. So there's only one person to our outside, and here we are in the last row. It had been quite a weekend. We struggled a little bit to get the max performance out of the kart. Friday on practice day was our first few sessions with the kart for the season after a fresh build the last couple months. Unfortunately, we had some minor issues with that, so we had to get that sorted out through 3 or 4 sessions on Friday. In the end, we managed to get a little bit better throughout the weekend, and constantly improving times and getting more used to being on track once again. Alright, over here on the right hand side, I don't know if you can see it in the video very clearly, but 2 carts went way wide through the apron, through the grass, and I believe one of the carts ended up upside down on top of the tire wall. I hope everyone was okay from that. I didn't hear any reports anyone was injured. Anyway, as you can see here, we're coming around the track. We saw flaggers with yellows. We saw a red out. We saw green at the start-finish line, and that did not go as planned. That was direct contact with the front right corner of the kart with a competitor that had spun out through turn 1. Felt quite bad about making contact there, both for them and myself. But as you can see, it happened quite quickly without a chance to stop, swerve, or do anything to avoid that one. The kart itself ended up with a little bit of damage. The steering column quite bent towards the bottom section, and the right tie rod looked like a curved hockey blade. It helped to send the cart around some of the corners, but it also affected the straight line speed and drivability of the cart. We did end up under the red flag here for about 15 minutes while they got things sorted. I believe the competitor that I had made contact with managed to get his bumper reinstalled, fixed up, whatever they were doing with that. So that was great to get them back in the race. Here we are about to go back to green. At this point, I'm checking the steering and the drivability of the cart here to make sure that it'll still at least go sort of in a straight line. If we can take this restart, if we're going to have to pull off. At this point, I decided, you know what, it feels like it'll be all right. Let's give her the old college try. It was about this point where we realized the handling was not anywhere where we needed it to be for the rest of this race, which was expected, really. The tie rod and the steering column were wicked bent. But at the same time, it came down to Charlotte, put in the effort for the weekend. I did not want to back out of it or to give up on the laps if I was able to at least get a few more, 16 more practice laps in, even if the cart isn't in perfect condition. So what I ended up doing here is, as carts would catch up to me, I would just wave them past so I didn't ruin anyone else's race, and hopefully they were able to catch up to the grouping just in front of them. I just wanted to be able to go out, get some laps in, enjoy the sunny Sunday afternoon driving a go-kart around Charlotte Motor Speedway's go-kart track. There's not many better ways to spend a Sunday. Well, as you can see, we ended up running most of the laps, sort of that second three quarters of the final by ourselves, just as a little bit of a practice test session, just a way of getting in some laps. We ended up in 31st position, which, all things being equal, not so bad. I learned a tremendous amount about the cart and setup for future visits and years to the track. I'm already looking forward to spring nats next year with CKNA. You can bet we'll be there for those. I'd like to send a special shout out and thank you to my parents, Chris and Jan, who made the trip north from their winter home. Just super happy that they were able to make it and come out and support, as they always do. Just super thankful for that. Also want to thank Jade for making the trip down with me, for her help and support, and also to Scott, Steve, and Mark, who through countless text messages and phone calls during all times of day and night, really helped tremendously with the setup of the cart and trying to get it dialed in. All sorts of different options and different things that we tried, so we know what does and does not work for the next time around. But that's everything. Signing off now, and we'll see you for the next race.